Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed, lab-proven to work fast, and proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Kulturecast. I am your host Chris Stachiw and I'm joined by my good friend. He is a Suicide Squad member. He's not Katana though, he doesn't trap souls in his blade. It's my good friend, the host of the Projection Booth podcast, Mr. Mike White.
I'm more of the Suicide Squad.
When you add the at the beginning, it changes the context of everything.
It's like a switch.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about the Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad.
Robert Dubois. He's in prison for putting Superman in the ICU with a kryptonite bullet.
I'm not joining your Suicide Squad.
We'll see.
My court date is coming up. And Miss Waller said maybe you could help me out.
You're flexing in my door!
Everyone stand down.
Miss Waller, I don't...
Stand down!
I wouldn't take such extreme measures if this mission went more important than you could possibly imagine. Are you in or out? Good. Let's meet your team.
It's okay, I'm not okay.
Each member is chosen for his or her own completely unique set of abilities.
I need to feel the raindrops on my head, on my head.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Had to go number 2.
Good to know.
Is this thing a dog?
A dog? What kind of dog do you think it is, mate?
I'm gonna go with Afghan Hound.
Oh my god, is it a werewolf?
Yo, they sent me next to a werewolf! Yo, let me out!
Hey, he's not a werewolf, okay? He's a weasel. He's harmless. I mean, he's not harmless. He's killed 27 children, but, you know.
Your mission is to destroy every trace of something known only as Project Starfish. Any questions?
Starfish is a slang term for a butthole. Think there's any connection?
No.
No. All right. Let's get it. This is suicide.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
I'm a superhero!
That's my dad.
I want to get you out of real life.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Ratatouille, what do you got?
Bird.
Now it. Stay off the comm.
So let's just let the audience in on something. They're two different movies. We're not just saying this because, we're trying to be trolls. There is a movie called Suicide Squad from 2016, and then the most recent film is called The Suicide Squad, which, in my mind, is, very confusing.
That's like The Predator or Predators versus Aliens.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, Alien and Aliens... do they get away with that? Do they get away with that because of just how good those movies are?
It kind of works for me, yeah. When you start adding articles, though, that's when you start to get into trouble.
I guess Alien and Aliens make sense because the first movie is just Alien. And then the second movie is Aliens. Alien 3 doesn't make any sense, but...
Yeah, there's definitely not 3 aliens in that, unless you count Ripley, Hicks, and Newt. Right,
or the baby aliens that's one. I guess there's one. I guess there's 4, I guess. No, 3, because there's one in Newt and then one in Ripley and one in the running around, so it is 3.
I don't think there's one in Newt.
I thought she had a facehugger on her.
Maybe. I think that might be where the one that infects the dog comes from, but I could be wrong. Who knows?
We need to get you some more hate from that community for your terrible opinion on Alien 3.
Yeah, even though I like the movie, but yeah, it's a horrible...
You didn't like it in the way that they liked it, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem.
And I talked about that rod puppet and thought it was CGI.
How dare you? But look, the original Suicide Squad is at a popularity of 10 right now on IMDb. The current movie is a popularity of 1, which means they are trending very highly. The original movie has no right to be trending this high. But before we talk about the newest film, Mike, I didn't do a podcast on the original Suicide Squad, I don't think. And I don't think you did either.
No.
So you watched the original one, I'm assuming, when it came out. Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw it opening weekend when it came out. Love that trailer. That trailer was fantastic. Yeah. And this whole idea of these... ne'er-do-wells who are going to do what? They're ne'er going to do well. And yeah, some good actors in there, and I was excited for this. And so much of the Joker all over this movie. This movie's just going to be like, another Joker film. No. Be careful what you wish for.
The original Suicide Squad is probably far and away the worst DC movie, right?
I mean, it's up there
of the current stuff. I mean, I know, DCEU stuff.
Yeah. No, it's definitely down towards the bottom of the pile.
What's worse than it?
I mean, Man of Steel. I really dislike that film. At least Suicide Squad keeps things going.
Yeah, Man of Steel is so dour and goddamn self-serious, isn't it? It's no fun. And I'm not saying Superman has to be fun, but Superman can't be doing that. That's not Superman. Get out of here. Zack Snyder doesn't understand. I'm having flashbacks. I mean, Zack Snyder doesn't understand his superheroes, and I feel like we're going to be talking about someone who does here pretty quick. But look, the original Suicide Squad is also, it does kind of get brought up recently a little bit because David Ayer is now saying... I have my own cut of the movie. I would love for people to see it, but hey, it's whatever. At least he's taking, I think, the route of if it sees the light of day, it sees the light of day, but so what?
Yeah, he's not making a movie where he puts tin cans of film in it and says, this is the Ayer cut, and locks it.
Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondersight comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today.
Hello, this is Aaron West. I am the author of the A24 New Wave. In this book, I look at A24's output and I make the argument that we are in a new wave movement right now. A24 plays a major role. This book has a supplemental podcast where each episode is a brief conversation about an A24 related topic, whether an actor, director, or even a genre. As I continue research for the book and conduct interviews, I expect to record podcast episodes with people involved with the company. You can find the podcast at cinejourneys.com or wherever you find podcasts, and we are proud to be members of the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
Involved in that new movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you talking about that Snyder zombie movie? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I would like to see Ayer's cut of it because it feels like there's not a good movie hiding in Suicide Squad, but it feels like there's a better movie that's out there. Even if it's just like half a star better, sure, I'll give it a chance. But man, yeah, the way that they put together that new one, or the cut that we saw, oof, not good.
Yeah, well, and again, I mean, for those in the audience who don't know what the issue was, Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, they brought the trailer team in to edit the movie?
Yeah,
you mentioned the trailer already.
Yeah, the Bohemian Rhapsody trailer was so popular that from what I understand, they being Warner Brothers / DC said, hey, let's get these guys to just edit the whole movie. And it became this really pieced together, like the needle drops are insane. They're just every few seconds, we're going to have a new song for each character. We're going to have a new song. We're going to introduce these characters very rapidly and try to tie them into the DCEU. So we'll have Captain Boomerang there with the Flash, and we'll have Deadshot there with Batman. No, with Superman. No, with Batman, right? I can't remember. And then there's more Batman stuff with the Joker as well, with him on their car or whatever. I have forgotten
their
most of the
purple
movie.
Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Their cool Hot Topic clothing. I mean, that's the thing about that Suicide Squad movie that like draws all of the ire in my mind is like the costuming is very cringy. Like it's very like it feel like it's. I mean, most of the characters don't. I'm not really talking about. There's like two characters, right? It's the Joker and Harley Quinn. Because this is one of two Jared Leto Joker appearances. This in fucking Justice League now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of two. This is the only one. Let's just put it that way. The Snyder Cut, and notwithstanding, which again, the fact that it came out, I think, is still shocking. If we never had that, that would be the only Joker of Jared Leto's that we get. And this is I forgot that the original Suicide Squad is the first time you see Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
Well, it's like two movies kind of shoved together. There's the Harley and Joker movie, and then there's the Suicide Squad movie. And it's such a uneven marriage.
Yeah, and it's those two characters in that movie are awful.
Yeah.
Like Jared Leto's Joker is the worst Joker for a reason. Like it is the worst interpretation of the Joker, and I'm not sure that David Ayer's cut would salvage that.
Yeah, unless they give us, I mean, I don't know if more Joker would help, but I mean, I remember
that's not what I walked away from that movie asking for. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, maybe just so that it made a little bit more sense with things. I don't know. It just, that movie, all I really remember from that movie is the over-sexualization of Harley Quinn and how much it hates helicopters, because you can't be in a helicopter in that movie and expect to survive.
Oh, that's right. The helicopter thing.
I think there's like 3 helicopters in there. And I don't know if it was a joke at the beginning of the Suicide Squad that they had a helicopter that just went fucking crazy and killed a bunch of people. But I'd like to think that Gunn was making a little bit of a joke.
Huh. I have no idea. I didn't even remember that, the whole thing about the helicopters. I mean, I just remember the Joker being in a helicopter at one point, and then Amanda Waller's in a helicopter at one point or some shit, right?
Yeah. I mean, it has been 5 years since I've seen that film. My wife rewatched it recently, but I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Yeah, I didn't. I will tell you, like, I didn't feel like. Look, I don't feel this way. You clearly don't feel this way. I think a lot of people probably don't feel this way. I didn't feel like I had to rewatch the original one to get ready for this one. And like Mark Begley and I of the Wake Up Heavy podcast, we just recently did Conjuring 3, and like we watched all the Conjuring movies ahead of time because I felt like I would gain something going into the third one by having watched the first two. The original Suicide Squad is a movie that now, in my mind, does not exist. I mean, what else do you say? Anytime they address anything else in the future, they're going to pretend like it didn't exist because they have already done that. The Suicide Squad essentially retcons this last movie out of existence in the first 5 minutes, on top of everything else.
That was interesting what they bring from that first movie. And that they have a couple characters that come back,
right?
Others don't. And then even like the portrayal of Rick Flag by Joel Kinnaman, completely different way of approaching the character.
Yeah, and actually like one of the better, if not one of the like two best characters in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Massively sympathetic, wildly charismatic in a way that Joel Kinnaman can be. Joel Kinnaman is not, Drum Hunnam or whatever the fuck you said the last time we talked about.
Right.
Humdrum Hunnam.
Even Jai Courtney. I mean, I usually cannot stand Jai Courtney. And in this one, thank goodness he gets killed in the first 5 minutes, but it was nice that he actually was there. He had a little bit of presence in this one.
I don't remember disliking him in the first one, though.
He's barely in the first one.
I remember liking when he was in it, though, which I think even then what you said now still applies, which is like, I'm surprised I like something that Jai Courtney is in because that dude is literally saddled with... I can't tell if it's him. I don't think it's him. I think it's the roles that he takes, man. Like, he's taking these charismatic-less roles. I mean, he's... he's cast next to fucking Bruce Willis in Die Hard 5.
Yeah.
And like Bruce Willis is now a charisma pit anyways. So like it's hard to judge because he's up against Bruce Willis, who is not charismatic anymore anyways. But in this, and in I think the original Suicide Squad, I remember him being pretty good, I think.
I guess it just was the idea of a character called Captain Boomerang that was a little tough for me to swallow.
In the original movie, right?
Yeah. And then like how they had to wedge the Flash in there and stuff. And I mean, he was, all I remember was him fucking with, I can't even remember, Slipknot, was it? Where he's just like, yeah, we're all going to escape. And then Slipknot gets his head blown off. So it's like,
Adam
all
Beach, right?
Sure, if you just say so.
Yeah, that's who that actor is. Which is like a super weird. It's like putting Wes Studi in a movie and just killing him 5 minutes in. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed, lab-proven to work fast, and proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
Hello, my name is Kevin Tudor, and I'm one of the 3 hosts of Almost Major, a film podcast dissecting many major indie studios and the films they release. Every week, myself, Charlie Nash, and Bryden Doyle discuss overlooked, forgotten, or bona fide classic indie films via studio-specific miniseries. We've previously covered numerous films from Artisan Entertainment, Lionsgate Films, and New Line Cinema. Titles including The Blair Witch Project, American Psycho, Dogville, But I'm a Cheerleader, Saw, Requiem for a Dream, and Ringmaster, you know, the Jerry Springer film. Anyways, we have a fun time every week and we hope you will join us. Subscribe to Almost Major wherever you get your podcasts. Now proudly a part of the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
The original Suicide Squad's not good. And there's a reason that this new one pretty much says, what Suicide Squad movie? So, I mean, you put the before it and it's like, this is the Suicide Squad. That was just Suicide Squad.
Even though in this one, there's kind of 2 Suicide Squads.
That's fair. One last thing before we go to the new one. I want to point something out that neither one of us have even mentioned. The fact that Will Smith is in the original movie.
Mm-hmm.
His only superhero movie appearance, probably.
Oh, don't forget Hancock.
I'm talking about DC or Marvel. I'm not talking about whatever the hell that was supposed to be.
Oh, man.
Real bad is what that was not supposed to be. Real bad is what it was.
That was another one where it was like, I was enjoying the movie the first half, and then when they had a twist that came in the second half, it was like, okay, yeah, I'm checking out of this film. Can I leave the theater now?
Yeah, okay, bye. I have no interest in wasting any more of my weekend doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Will Smith is in that movie, and he's, I don't even remember. Right?
Yeah, I just remember him. This sounds a little familiar. Him and his little girl, and him trying to go straight for his little girl or something like that. And he's really good at shooting things, if memory serves.
Right.
He's almost like some might call him a dead shot or, yeah.
He does it for Bloodsport?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Will Smith in that original movie is nothing to write home about.
He's just kind of there.
He gets lost in the shuffle of a much worse movie. I mean, that movie's bad. I mean, I think about the color palette of that movie and it makes me sick to my stomach. That green and pink shit, come on, guys.
I mean, it is funny because this movie, The Suicide Squad, it's a sequel, but it's also a reboot, and it kind of is a redo at times too. I mean, even think about the bad guy in the first movie, the 2016 film, where he creates, or she, I guess, the witch character creates all these mindless zombies that they have to just murder with abandon. And that's basically these starfish people at the end of this film.
It's true. I forgot Cara Delevingne was in Suicide Squad.
You forgot her and her dancing?
Yeah, that's right. And her bushy eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I dig those eyebrows.
I dig those eyebrows too.
Yeah. I don't know it was nice watching her dance, but her character is just awful. And that whole thing with the brother character and then the pyro character. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking of them all at the bar towards the end and trying to have that moment where, hey, we're all the same and we should all be friends. And now let's take down this sky beam together.
Blue sky beam. Get it right. It has to be blue. Yeah, so from here on out, we're going to be talking spoilers for The Suicide Squad because Mike's kind of already let the cat out of the bag a little bit about the Starro, which I don't think is a spoiler, right? I think they've pretty much shown it in trailers. So Mike, I know you went and saw this, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Not opening day, but the Saturday it came out.
So what did you think of venturing out into the wasteland to view The Suicide Squad?
I can't say I love it, but I definitely liked it. And I liked it a lot more than I did the first one. But that's not saying a whole lot. I like the bait and switch that they do at the beginning. I thought that they handled those kind of things pretty well. It was nice that they start off with Michael Rooker, who we know, is going to be in any James Gunn film.
I was about to say at this point, right?
Right. And then that they kill him off so quickly. And we didn't even get to see him really use whatever his powers are. I have no idea who this character is. I have no idea who most of these characters are because I really was not a DC person. And it feels like we're really going for like, you know, C, D, E, and F level
deep
characters.
Cuts.
Yeah. Like TDK, the detachable kid. It's the stupidest superpower I've ever seen. But I like that they make fun of it, that they're like, what the fuck is this? And it's like, well, I didn't choose the team. It's like, yeah, these are horrible powers that you guys have. Like, I don't know what Javelin's power is other than he throws a javelin. Mongal, we really don't see her do anything other than crash that helicopter. I have to say, I was thrilled beyond belief to see Pete Davidson get shot right in the face right off the bat. I was applauding in the theater.
You and me both. Pete Davidson playing to type.
Yeah, being a piece of shit.
Yep.
How about you, Chris? What did you think of the Suicide Squad?
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I mean, I don't know. It was good. I mean, it was good, but ultimately, in a lot of ways, forgettable. Because while it had a lot of things that I like, it also had a lot of things that I like a lot more in fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, which is what this movie is. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be that guy, but James Gunn is James Gunn to the end. James Gunn is like Kevin Smith. When he makes a James Gunn movie, he makes a James Gunn movie. He doesn't make I don't know. Like, who's the guy who did Rogue One? Gareth Edwards?
Yes.
He's not like Gareth Edwards, where it's like you hire him and then you cut his movie to shreds. You don't cut James Gunn's movie to shreds. You don't do that. James Gunn is in that editing booth with the editor that whole time. You know it, and I know it. This guy is meticulous. It's like Tarantino. That's the expectation. When you hire James Gunn, that's what you're getting. Is a guy who is dialed in to stuff like this. I just like Guardians of the Galaxy better. But this is good. But it's the same thing. Like, in many ways, it is just a very much a James Gunn riff on that putting the team together thing, or a team of outcasts and weirdos, saving the world thing.
Yeah, and in this one, I mean, putting the team together takes 5 minutes.
Right.
Which is okay, and at least we don't get the needle drops with the on-screen graphics that you can't read that are immediately off the screen, which probably contains some interesting information. But yeah, this one is like you get 2 lines of dialogue to explain each of these characters, and that's about it. It's interesting to me that Ratcatcher 2 is really the heart and soul of this film.
Oh, yeah, which is... I honestly didn't know what to expect with this movie. I mean, if you watch the trailers, in my mind, the trailers were setting up Harley Quinn to be the main character of the movie, right? I think a lot of us thought that. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, to put the film on Daniela Melchior's back is just okay. But, I mean, she is a welcome addition to this, because I think without that character,
Have you ever wanted to dive deeper into the horror movies you love? Beyond the Blood is a horror podcast for fans who want more than just surface-level screams. We do deep dives into the movies that shaped us, digging into director commentaries, behind-the-scenes stories, deleted scenes, and the special features that most people skip. Each episode is a love letter to the genre. We break down how these films were made, the creative risks that paid off or didn't, and the lasting impact they've had on the genre as a whole. From 70s slashers to modern nightmares, we celebrate the craft, chaos, and characters that keep us coming back. If you're the kind of fan who rewatches movies with the commentary on, or you simply grew up in the video store horror aisle, the Beyond the Blood podcast was made for you. New episodes every single week. Subscribe, and let's dig deep. Welcome to the Beyond the Blood podcast.
I wouldn't have checked out, but some of the lead characters are so kind of despicable that you're just like, okay, if they're dead, they're dead. Like, fine.
Yeah, I mean, again, Margot Robbie's kind of in her own film here. There's that moment where it's like she gets captured. She has her little adventure with El Presidente, and really it's kind of her own thing for the longest time until she rescues herself, which I was glad that she rescues herself, and then meets up with the rest of the team. And then after that, she's kind of, again, like goes into the background. She's really not the most present person during the big fights that they have towards the end. I mean, I'm glad she gets to use the javelin. Okay, cool. But really, again, the rats are the ones that save the day.
Yeah, it is strange. I mean, I think the issue is Margot Robbie is too good as Harley Quinn. You know, like, I honestly, when I watch Margot Robbie doing Harley Quinn, I kind of forget it's Margot Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good she is. I mean, she is, of all, like, of anything to come out of the DCEU, the best cast of any of the people that have ever worked in the DCEU is Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I mean, it disappears into that role, and it's believable. And she's an Australian actress doing an affectation of, you know, what we expect to kind of be what Harley Quinn is, and it's believable. And it never feels fakey, and it always works the way it's not that I ever thought it wouldn't work, but I think a lot of people gave up on Harley Quinn's character with Margot Robbie playing her after Suicide Squad. And like after Suicide Squad is when she really became better, kind of, you know, entrenched in the character. But Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is really good.
Yeah. And it's interesting that they do a lot of things in this movie, the Suicide Squad, that they were doing in the Birds of Prey movie with the whole idea of the fractured timeline. I mean, I rewatched the Harley Quinn film recently, and it was just like, oh yeah, I forgot that they keep going back in time, and you know, who is this character? And then they'll go back and introduce them.
Right.
So this whole idea of like 40 or 3 days earlier and then 8 minutes before, those types of things, that could have gotten annoying, but I thought that they handled it well actually in both films.
I honestly hadn't made that connection, but this movie really does lean on that a lot, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Not in a bad way, though. Yeah, no. To your point, it doesn't become overboard.
And it's interesting, too, that they give us multiple bad guys in this, that it's not just the Peter Capaldi villain, that he's working for this South American government, and that we have the Presidente and then El General. So it's like, all right, who's bad?
Amanda Waller.
Right. Who's worse out of these? Yeah. And Amanda Waller finally.
And Peacemaker.
Peacemaker is probably one of my favorite characters, though I kind of wish he had been more. I don't know if you've ever seen William Klein's 1968 film, Mr. Freedom, but Peacekeeper to me owes a lot to Mr. Freedom, and Mr. Freedom is so much more over the top. And I wish Peacekeeper had been more over the top. I mean, especially in 2021's jingoist, you know, America love it or leave it type of way, he could have been really out there with all of that stuff. And I can see, I mean, I love John Cena, and I can see him being able to take that on and just be like an even bigger asshole than he was in this film.
Whatever you say, Chairman White. I love John Cena, you say, eh?
I sure do.
Eh?
When I can see him, I
Ni
love
hao
him.
ma, eh? Chairman White?
Are you asking me how I feel?
CCCP? I'm just kidding. I mean, look, I love John Cena too, his politics aside, or forced politics aside, or whatever we want to call what he was doing for Fast and Furious. He's one of the better parts of this movie too. But that's also because, like, Izzy's playing himself. Like,
I don't see him playing himself.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's like what I imagine he's dialed up to 11, like.
Yeah.
Just like completely off of his like fucking rocker, just like wigged out. I mean, Peacekeeper is like constantly on. He's never off.
Yeah, though I wish he had been bigger, is all I'm saying. I wish he had gone more with the patriotism.
I agree. I mean, to be fair though, they're sharing the screen with Idris Elba, who salvages a lot of things in my mind, because poor Idris Elba has just been in the biggest blockbuster bomb movies. Fucking Pacific Rim. I know you like it.
I love Pacific Rim.
But, you know, that one aside, because that one is a little bit more defensible than something like The Dark Tower.
I haven't even seen that one. Haven't tried that one.
It's miserable. But I mean, and then you look at something like the Thor Ragnarok. He's like wasted in that. Idris Elba, just like for the longest time, it felt like he was just like in things, but he was never like good in them, is what it seemed like. I remember Star Trek Beyond. I mean,
he's barely recognizable in that movie.
Yeah.
It's like you take this guy who is so good and you pile all this makeup on him. I mean, it was okay those few seconds where he was a human, but with all that makeup, I'm like, this could be anybody playing this role.
He was in Ghost Rider, the second Ghost Rider movie.
Ooh, yeah, he was, wasn't he?
But look, I love Idris Elba. Idris Elba is one of my favorite actors. I mean, anytime he's in something, I'm more excited to watch it because he's in it. And he's great in this movie, right?
The scene of him and Peacekeeper and the other members of the Suicide Squad going through that rebel village and murdering all those people. Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
That's the best scene in the entire movie. The reveal in that scene is amazing. I laughed out loud. I was like, holy shit, that's insane.
Cena walking by the guy who's sleeping and just stab. So good.
Yeah,
so
and I mean, they're straight up murdering women that are like washing their clothes. Yes. Yeah, if you like go back and rewatch the scene, it's like they're literally just murdering like the village people.
Everyone, yes.
Yeah.
All of the village people, the Indian, the construction worker, the policeman, all of them.
Wow, simply stunning. But it's I don't know, like there's just something, there's something about this movie that is much more on point with what I would hope a Suicide Squad movie would be like. Because you could do it one of two ways. You could do it deathly serious or you could do it like this. There's kind of no in between. Because you could do like a Dirty Dozen movie, but that movie's pretty serious. This movie is a lot of fun. This movie doesn't take itself too, even when like main characters are getting killed, it doesn't take itself very seriously.
Right. I mean, and I love the Groot. I mean, King Shark character.
I was about to say, Groot. Jesus Christ.
I liked him a lot, and that we actually start to care for this shark through the film. And I mean, the Polka Dot Man, I really liked him and his whole thing of his mom torturing him to be a superhero. And it took me a little bit the very first time they did it. They did all the faces of his mother. I think it was in the club. It took me a few seconds before I realized what was going on with that. But then I appreciated every time that they would do that again with having her instead of the villains that we had, especially even the Starfish.
Yeah, no, David Dastmalchian's a great actor. His first role was in a superhero movie. It was The Dark Knight. So there you go.
Oh, is he? He's the guy out on the street that kills Commissioner Gordon or tries to kill him.
Right. And then he like grabs him and he's like laughing maniacally. Yeah.
Right. Oh, God. Good call.
That's his first role. So he's kind of, been part of superhero movies kind of one way or another. But yeah, man, David Dastmalchian's great. I mean, good Lord. What a look, right? He has like that. He has like that classic like character actor look to him.
100%. Yeah.
And like in an old school way too.
Yeah. If you want to see a really good superhero film with Idris Elba in it, I can recommend, it's not necessarily a superhero film, but it's a comic book film, The Losers. I really liked The Losers quite a bit from 2010. It's like the A-Team, but good. I'm not talking about the TV show. I'm talking about the movie, The A-Team. Yeah.
I always kind of forget that movie exists.
It's kind of better that you do. I mean, there are some moments, but really, it's not that good.
Is The Losers the one that has Chris Evans in it?
Yeah. He's really good. Is that the movie that
he made while he was Captain America?
I think so. It was 2010 when it came out.
Weird. Strange.
Yeah. And he doesn't look nearly as muscular as that character. It kind of reminds me of Red, that one with speaking of Bruce Willis
movie. Yeah, the old Assassins movie.
Yeah, I really like those.
Where John Malkovich shoots the RPG with a pistol.
Yes,
that one. Yeah, I have seen Red. There's a sequel to that movie too, isn't there?
I've seen the sequel several times.
Damn. Do you really like those movies?
Yeah, I enjoy those.
Huh. I should check them out. I have not. I remember maybe seeing half of the first one. It's like what? Bruce Willis, John Malkovich, and Helen Mirren.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone else?
Yeah, Morgan Freeman,
He's
Ernest
the bad
Borgnine.
guy, right? Oh, get out of here. Ernest Borgnine's not in it.
Yes, he is.
What?
He's the guy
Ernest
that has.
Borgnine is long dead by then, is he not?
No, he's the guy that actually has the red file in the basement. And he's just like, oh, retired what was it? Effective dead or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, he's the guy that gives them the files. And then
he swallows a hot dog.
What the hell is his name? Carl Urban is one of the bad guys in there.
Carl Urban?
Yeah, yet another film with him where I'm just like, God, I love this guy.
Yeah, Carl Urban and Idris Elba, in my mind, are like in the same like weird world of like these are guys that are just great, in, like everything, except for the things that they're really bad in. Which even then it's not their fault. Like I would say that like Idris Elba, I mean, a lot of actors are this way, but like a lot of the ones that you can really point to, like Idris Elba, like you're in movies that like are not that good, but yet you still make them memorable because you're a good actor.
Oh yeah.
But he's great in this. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I forget he's in things like Molly's Game, and I'm like, okay, I basically have tried to push that movie out of my head. Yeah, he is.
He's the captain of the ship in Prometheus.
He is the chief in Zootopia, which is fantastic.
That's right. Wow, yeah. That's a good one. Wow. He's great. I mean, I love him in everything I've seen him in. It just seems like he's underutilized in the stuff that he shouldn't have been. Like he should have been way more used in the Marvel stuff. Come on.
Right. Yeah. Heimdall is very wasted. And then I was really hoping for more, especially in the Ragnarok when shit's going down. I really wanted him to become much more of an ass kicker in that, but he's more trying to lead the Asgardians to safety type of thing.
Is he still around in the MCU?
I'm pretty sure we see his corpse on the ship after Thanos.
The Thanos ship?
Boards it, yeah. I think he is one half of the crew that Thanos murders.
Bummer, man. Well, there's multiverses now, so, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, all bets are off. So, but, yeah, he's great in this. He's really good in this. He makes up for what Will Smith doesn't do in the first movie because, again, similarly to the reboot retcon thing, he's essentially playing the same character Will Smith played.
Yeah, to the point where I thought he was the same character, and it's like, no, this is a different guy. So we can bring back Deadshot at some point if we need to. Okay.
I mean, it would be kind of cool to see Will Smith and Idris Elba doing things, but, like, do we really need that? Like... I mean, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
If James Gunn directed it. I mean, James Gunn seems to be able to get great performances out of damn near everybody. So,
yeah.
Not that anyone in this movie is a bad actor. I mean, everybody in this movie, in their own right, is a great actor. Even the people that, like you mentioned, are killed off in the first 10 minutes. Like Michael Rooker, who I don't even think he gets a line in the entire movie.
He does. Like when they first bring him out of his little courtyard thing. I think he says, got 5 more minutes or something like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then there's a little bit more than that, like him grousing about things. And then when he's on the beach, I think it's pretty much his lines are, ah! But he is the one that saves Weasel. So at least, and I think he's the one that calls in and says that Weasel is down.
That's true. And then he gets his face blown off.
Yeah. Because we got to show the whole thing of like, you know, that they do have those explosives in their head. So we have to make sure that we kill some person with that through, you know, early on in the film.
Because we didn't see it in the last one.
Well, we did. Remember Slipknot?
I know, but we didn't see it. Like this is
okay.
This is like they were able to like let it. Yeah, let's mention that. This movie is pretty goddamn gory.
Yeah.
Like, look, I that's the thing I do love about James Gunn is he came from trauma. He has the background of splatter gore. I mean, go watch Slither. I mean, Jesus Christ, that movie's a lot of fun.
It is. Yeah.
And Marvel was never going to let him do stuff like that. So the fact that DC is like, yeah, you can do a superhero movie and you can do it up the way you want is a lot of fun, I think.
Well, just the weird circumstances, too, of him coming over after he was, quote unquote, canceled for his joke on Twitter, which was just completely, I mean, people gunning for him. Just that whole thing was so stupid that Marvel was like, no, you can't direct any more of our films. That was just so fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, look, what he said on Twitter wasn't funny. It was bottom of the barrel. I didn't find it funny. I found it to be low-hanging fruit comedy, like, whatever. But yeah, like, the fact that it was like, oh, look, we're dredging up these Twitter tweets that he, fucking apologized for,
Right.
Because that's the thing. Like, this is the first James Gunn movie since all that happened, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. I didn't really put any kind of pomp on that, you know what I mean? Like, it's like this is his first movie post getting shit canned from Marvel and then getting rehired at Marvel, because that's the right thing to do, is rehire the guy who had already apologized for the tweets, by the way. That was the problem with this whole thing, is it's not like they were getting dredged up in a vacuum. He had already apologized for him. Move on, find something new to cancel people for.
Yeah, he did. It was like Belko Experiment, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. All this shit goes down with Marvel. And it's like, I know that we had a global pandemic in the meantime, but it was 2018 when Guardians of the Galaxy 2 came out.
Yeah, and 2018 is when it got canceled. I was on vacation. I remember where I was. We were in Colorado driving to Las Vegas to visit Father Malone for the first time. And we were stopped getting lunch, and I looked at my phone, and someone on Facebook had posted, James Gunn canceled, yada, yada, yada. And I was reading it. I was like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's like one of the biggest people to go down in all of this.
And now he is a director who has the freedom to go back and forth between Marvel and DC, because he's directing the Peacemaker TV series, and he's got the holiday special, Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, and Volume 3 coming out in 2022 and 23. So he can now move back and forth between the two camps.
And Guardians 3 is in pre-pro. So
yep,
there you go. I love James Gunn. I know you do too. So,
well, I used to like him a lot more before Father Malone was telling me all kinds of things about him, about Gunn just like kicking the original writer of Guardians of the Galaxy off the film and like taking all the credit for it. And yeah, I didn't know that all of that shit had gone down. I was like, okay, because I used to be a much bigger fan, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'm the one to thank for all the good things about Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's like, don't you remember Nicole Perlman? She wrote the original draft of this that you took all your good ideas from. So,
oh shit, I did not know any of that.
I didn't know it either until Father Malone was on the Scooby-Doo episode and was talking about James Gunn, because we were talking about his screenplay for the Scooby-Doo movie. Yes, which was much more cutting edge before it got, kind of more family-fied.
Right. Oh yeah. His original script for Scooby-Doo is wild. Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, the things that got into that Scooby-Doo movie being made the way it's made is still wild to me anyways.
Yeah.
That is not a kid's movie.
No, not really.
No, there are more like cleavage shots and booby jokes in that movie than look, whatever. Like, it doesn't have the feel of a kid's movie.
No, which is fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Scooby-Doo, is timeless, but it can also be approached in a way that's mature.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've seen This Is Not Your Scooby-Doo movie before, so.
Oh, is that legal in the United States to own that copy?
I hope so, because I've got it on my hard drive, and I do mean hard drive.
Yeah, hard. It's real hard. Well, okay. So not knowing that about James Gunn, which is a fucking bummer, but unsurprising in a way. I don't think anybody can evade the sights for too long.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is still a James Gunn movie.
It is. And I still
good
dig
and
it.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I had fun watching this movie, which is more than I can say about a lot of other things.
Yeah. It just does feel very copy-paste.
Yeah. Oh,
in a
yeah.
lot of ways.
Copy-paste, but wow. I mean, what he's copying from, one, the original Suicide Squad, and two, Guardians of the Galaxy.
His own movie.
Right. It's like he's taking the right pieces and putting them together in the right way.
Right. But he's not doing it so much that it becomes plagiarism.
Right.
I'm giving us both that out here because I don't want to praise someone who takes other things and puts them together well too much now, do you? I mean, you can copy your own stuff within reason, but this movie is different enough that it does stand on its own.
Right.
Both from Guardians of the Galaxy and the original Suicide Squad movie, which this movie was not really going for anyways.
I mean, I'm curious to see what he does with the Peacekeeper. I am interested in that show. I think it's got to be a show, and I imagine it'll be on the whatever Warner Brothers platform.
HBO Max.
Okay. So that and Doom Patrol season 3 and what's that show? Titans? Is there some show called Titans?
Yeah.
I've heard about.
Yeah. Somebody we know works on that show, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe that they're making a TV show about Peacekeeper. But maybe that's the way that DC redeems itself is by doing what Marvel's done, which is giving us good television. Because I just finished Loki and it's really good. It doesn't feel like a complete season of a show, albeit.
No.
But it's really good.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, his brother's working on the Suicide Squad DC comic, and they pretty much told him, like, concentrate on Peacekeeper because he's going to be a thing.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, you could kind of tell that just from even the promos and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, this Peacekeeper character is definitely going to be, I can't say he's front and center, but he's definitely a pretty big deal in the show, in the movie itself.
Center adjacent.
Yeah. But I am glad, to your point, that it is really, Idris Elba is leading the film, but then you have these sub-characters that are so strong that really becomes like Ratcatcher 2 and Polka Dot Man are kind of like the characters that we care about. So that when Polka Dot dies, it's like, oh, I really cared about you, sir.
Yeah. And then similarly with Joel Kinnaman's character, who Rick Flag, I couldn't have cared less.
Exactly.
In the original movie, I could not have cared less about his character, man.
Mm-mm.
The whole, this is Katana. You know what? Like that whole thing is like cringy when I think about it. But man, he's
Katana,
great.
man. Where's she at in this movie?
Who cares, man? She was a good guy. She was like one of the enforcer people with Joel Kinnaman's character. She wasn't a member of the Suicide Squad, right?
Right. Well, and then that her sword could
capture souls. Capture the souls of the
like
people that she kills. Yeah.
It's like Elric of Meldebone.
I don't know what that means.
It's a character from a long-running series where this guy's sword, Stormbringer, when he stabbed somebody, it would suck their soul out.
Huh.
And the sword would get very hungry. It's like, more souls.
That sounds like Katana, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, it's, I think everybody is given ample time to show off quality acting in a way that the original movie didn't give them. So, and yeah, I mean, even Sylvester Stallone's great, essentially doing the Vin Diesel thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like King Shark. I like the whole thing of him just about to eat. Ratcatcher 2. I was like, okay, yeah, this works.
Yeah, I think everybody is fun. I think the villain is fun. I think Starro is like body horror, slither adjacent enough to fit, again, well within James Gunn's canon. I think, for me, James Gunn has always been like, kind of like this generation Sam Raimi in a way. He kind of has that. He kind of has that feel to him.
Mm-hmm.
Where like he works with the same people, all of his movies kind of have the same feel. You can kind of point out things that are James Gunn-esque or Sam Raimi-esque. He's a distinct director with a distinct style. but the body horror thing that he does in Suicide Squad is very much reminiscent of Slither, very reminiscent of the stuff he worked on at Trauma. So it makes sense. Starro is a perfect character for someone who has a horror background.
When you feel bad for Starro at the end, it's like, I loved floating through space looking at the stars. It's like, oh man, and we murdered this poor thing.
Yeah. But it killed Polka Dot Man, so
yeah,
it had to die.
Tit for tat.
Polka Dot Man was too pure for this world.
Yes, definitely.
But again, I don't know if there's going to be a sequel. It apparently underperformed.
That whole thing, that's just such
it's
garbage.
A fucking pandemic, guys. Like,
exactly.
We're back in the shit again. If not for the fact that our government wouldn't do it, we'd be locked down again. So
yeah.
They won't do it again because people didn't like it the first time or 2 times that they did it, but it's bad again. So like the fact that they're like, people didn't go to the movies, it's like, yeah, good.
Right. And this dropped on HBO Max like 2 days before the theater. It was at least Thursday night. I saw people posting about it like crazy. I'm like, okay, who wants to go to the show then?
How many people were there when you went and saw it?
More than I thought there would be. Probably 10 people, I guess.
Oh my God. I straight up thought you were going to say 20 or 30. 10?
Yeah.
God damn it, dude. The movie theater industry's dead. Put a fucking fork in it, dude. Come on.
Yeah, that was 1:00 on a Saturday afternoon.
That's like primo time, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I bought our tickets. When I bought our tickets 2 weeks in advance, we were the only people that had bought that early.
Movie theater industry is dead. Just move. Maybe we need to figure out a new way for these actors to get compensated fairly for their time. That's what we need to figure out. But I don't think the movie theater industry is going to... Look, I think, unfortunately, and this is going to be a side COVID rant, but it matters when we talk about this movie. I think that a lot of things would have gone back to normal, but they didn't. And now we're crystallized into where we are now. And that's just the way it's going to be, maybe forever, but probably for a while. A while longer than it should have been, if other things hadn't happened the way that they should have. Mm-hmm. And now we talk about Suicide Squad not making money, and it's like, but what were you wanting? It was never going to be successful in the way that they wanted it to be successful.
Did you think there was going to be some sort of $100 million film right out of the gate?
Given what's going on right now in the world, I don't know. Read
Given
the
how
room.
Shitty the first movie was too.
That too. Given how people are just now starting to come around on DC. I mean, it's not like DC has the best track record either. Mm-mm. Especially with these characters. I mean, again, the Harley Quinn movie bombed, quote unquote, too, didn't it?
Right. To the point where they had to re-release it, remember, and call it a different title.
With a different name, yeah.
Yeah, because people are like, I don't know what Birds of Prey is.
The Fantabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. Is that the name of the movie?
I think that's what they ended up with the second time around. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It was pretty cringy.
I mean, unfortunately, with DC, you know what you're going to get either way. You're going to get movies that are now in a universe, but at the same time in it, also vastly removed. That is the one thing about the Marvel movies and Marvel TV shows that I give them credit upon credit for. I genuinely believe this is all taking place in the same universe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like this movie takes place in this 2016 Suicide Squad universe, do you?
No, I don't think so.
I don't even think this takes place in the same universe as Justice League. And it's supposed to.
Right. No, it doesn't feel like you have anybody driving the ship.
No. They need a Kevin Feige who has one idea, make that idea as good as possible, and it will literally just seep into everything else.
Mm-hmm.
The Marvel style isn't something that you have to do. It's just that's the way it is. DC hasn't found that yet, and they may never will. They very, very well may never at this point, given how far into the DCEU they are. They are 10 years in now, right? God, and this is the first movie that I would say is a further step in the right direction, because a lot of these movies have been like 2 steps back, but 1. This one I would say is more steps forward than it is back.
Yeah, by now, and again, I understand we are in a global pandemic, so we've had some upsets, but you would think I would have heard about a Shazam 2 and when that's going to be coming out. You would think I would have heard. I mean, that's one of the things about Marvel. I can sit down and pull up a calendar of here's phase 4 and 5 all the way out till, let's see, how far does this thing go to? All the way out till for sure, May 5th, 2023. And then we get into Fantastic Four, Armor Wars, Ironheart, Secret Invasion, Blade, I Am Groot, Wakanda,
Announced
a TV
stuff,
show.
but stuff without dates.
Yeah, exactly. Captain America 4, Loki 2, Deadpool 3.
Captain America 4?
Yeah.
What?
Well, it'll probably be what's his name? Anthony Mackie will be the new Captain America.
Oh, is that what happened in the show? I didn't watch it.
Yeah, that one you can skip.
Yeah, that's why I skipped it.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. I heard people were like, you should watch Loki. It was good. Winter Soldier came out and I heard literally nothing.
Yeah, no. They can probably cut that into a fan edit, bring it down to 2 hours, and you'll get everything that you need.
I mean, the only reason I would want to watch it is because Baron Zemo is back, and I like that actor.
Yeah, Zemo's pretty good in it, though he really isn't given much to do other than dance. So
what?
Yeah, he goes to a nightclub. Baron Zemo is coded as very gay in that series. So
even though he had a
disco.
Wife and daughter,
he seems very gay to me.
Wow. Well, I will maybe someday when I have nothing to watch, which will be never, I'll watch it. So I will never watch it. So. So, Mike, would you skip or watch The Suicide Squad?
I'd watch it. It's good for an afternoon of fun. How about you?
I would watch it. I don't think every movie needs to be 2 and some change hours, especially superhero movies. But other than the length time being just a little like everybody makes a 2-hour long superhero movie at this point, which is, I mean, that's just like a thing, right? Like, I don't get it. It's just like now it's a thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think it's pretty fun. I would say watch it. Again, comparatively, it's amazing. Comparatively, it's the Citizen fucking Kane of these kinds of movies. Well, when Suicide Squad 1 is as bad as it was, this had to be middle of the road to be good. I mean, that's like, the way I feel about this movie is the way I feel about the upcoming Ghostbusters movie. It has to just be okay, and I will be on board with whatever it is.
Yeah, you can't get much worse than the previous one.
That also came out in 2016. So, it's just like, the previous 2016 Suicide Squad is one of the worst movies I've seen in theaters in a long time. It is a mess. This movie, if I had seen it in theaters and I had walked out, I would have been satisfied with my $13 ticket or whatever it used to be. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what I pay anymore.
Money is all a construct anyways. So, on that note, Mike, what has been keeping you busy over at your podcast, The Projection Booth? This is coming out probably in the next 3 days.
Well, we are just wrapping up African Month and getting ready for Czechtember. So we've got a couple good Czech comedies and a couple more hard-hitting Czech films that will be coming out, and then we'll slide right into November, baby. And then the year's almost over.
Boy, isn't it? Jesus.
Oh, wait, I guess I forgot October. There's Shocktober in there, too.
Oh, shocking, bro.
Yeah, so a couple horror films. I guess that's some people's raison d'etre. Horror films are just okay for me.
I like that. There are a lot of people that it is their raison d'etre. We know some of them. I will say, and I was thinking about this the other day, like, there aren't very many other genres that are like that. Like, nobody's like, I'm a comedy film guy. Like we all
this movie
are.
better be funny or I'm gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, it's like, I think we all are. Like, or like, I'm an action movie guy. Like, yeah, I think we all are for the most part.
Right.
Like, horror movie is like its own.
Well, there's a community around horror films. Yeah, right.
There is. It's a pretty toxic community in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to dig up. There's been some scuttlebutt about one of the editors of Fangoria today. I'm just like, what is the story with this? But it's just like, I can't wait till the news comes out about so and so, and I'm like, okay, I don't know the rest of the story, so we'll see.
You know what they say? It's what I've been saying now for a while. Fangoria should have stayed dead, because it would seem that a lot of bad things have had Fangoria sideways related or 100% related. So from all the stuff with what the hell was the name of that show? The Shockwaves podcast, and and then their whole thing with that guy in Dallas who was like molesting fucking people on his sets. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Producer or something. That was the whole thing. Fangoria was in kind of embroiled in, was like some guy was like somebody who was like a producer for Fangoria or some shit. I don't know. Horror community needs a thorough flushing, as they would say.
This town needs an enema.
Yeah, exactly. And we know right where the hole is. So, as for me, you can find me on the internet, cstachiw.com. That's where all the stuff that I work on goes. That's where those couple shows that Mike and I work on together go. Rankin' on Bass, Barney Miller, Dreams for Sale, all the good things. So all of those shows you can find there. As for this show, patreon.com/Kulturecast is where you can go to kick a couple dollars our way, join the community, pick out movies that you want us to watch, or just, listen to the bonus episodes. Those are there too. So yeah, Mike, thank you for joining me for Suicide Squad. It's kind of like our HBO Max thing we've been doing this year.
I know.
I think since Justice League, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's getting these movies right when they come out. And so next one, not Shang-Chi. They said that they're not going to release that, which I have a hard time believing, but definitely will be around for Dune. Yeah,
I think the next thing is Dune, which Mike is on a commentary for the original David Lynch Dune DVD. So if you want our opinions on where the new Dune movie is going to go, we might not be the best people to ask, because our opinions are not going to be the generic standard one.
Right, yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, I think the next HBO Max movie we talk about is Dune. So if you're down for that, catch that sometime in October, and we'll catch you on the next episode.